Man, they really jacked this series up. I wish they would continue it so we could see Guts go into Casca's dream. Statues here. Something tells me the statue's not in there. Oh man, now something even better than a statue. I'm so excited to open this and share it with you guys. This is the silver play button from YouTube. Here's what it comes with. You get a little card of who inspected the package. Shout out to Rick from YouTube. And then you get a letter from the CEO, from Susan. So very nice letter. We definitely appreciate it. Now here we go. The unveiling of the silver play button. Dang, that thing looks good. All right, let's go ahead and get it out of the plastic here. Man, it's got good weight to it, too. I thought it was going to be like a picture frame type of paper, but it's solid. Man, that thing is clean. I want to thank everybody who watches and supports the channel. Here I go right here. What's up? We appreciate you. What's going on, Geminites? Gemmint here with another statue unboxing and review. We have the Beast of Casca's Dream from Prime 1 Studio. Don't worry, everyone who's reading the manga with me here, I'm not going to spoil who this character is or where it comes from. Here's the art box. You know, it has the two different sides, the colored version and the red version. Brand of Sacrifice on the side. And here is the styrofoam. So this is a double layer box. We're probably going to see the base on the bottom and the other pieces on the top. So let's go ahead and get it off the turntable and onto the floor. Prime 1 Studio hitting you with more ads than Master P and No Limit Records in the 90s. Nah, I'm playing. I love Prime 1 Studio. Definitely got to get Skull Knight and Shirke. It also comes with the assembly instructions, which we're definitely going to use. And on the back here, you see where the pieces lie in the box. So super helpful to come with. All right, let's take off the lid. All right, here we are, the first of 5 golems. They kind of look like little gingerbread men. I like the texture they have on them and the paint applications. They look great. This guy could do the Bust It challenge. Here we go. We have one of the 3 portraits. So this one is a closed mouth portrait, Berserker armor, Beast. And you got to love that armor, the details, the shine, the sculpted in texture on those little panels. Another golem here. It's going to make sense when we do the assembly why they have these weird poses, but they're basically going to be trying to lift up the lid of the casket. This one has a peg coming out of its chest, so that's going to key in differently than the others. And here, this one has a big chunk taken out of him. He's mushed up against one of the vines. But yeah, cool little creatures, 5 of them, so they're really going to scatter around and spread out on that base. Here's another portrait. This one has a longer neck, so the piece has 2 different positions. This one will have the face looking downward, so the neck is attached to the head. Let's compare it to the other head so you can see the difference with the longer neck here. And this is the last golem. It looks like gingerbread men, like sandmen. And this little piece of armor, it's going to go under the neck by the chest area. So Berserker armor. And then here goes the Beast himself. You gotta love this dog-like creature with Berserker armor. The tail is turning into the Dragon Slayer sword. So we get that big, huge slab of iron that we're used to seeing with like the Guts statues. It's got the dried blood paint applications on there. I love the sculpting of the armor and the shine it has to it. You could pick it up by its tail. You could wield this thing like a sword. I like the detail in the tail, kind of like a dreamscape type of thing, merging in with this sword. And I like how it's just perched on the blade. Onto the bottom layer. All right, so here's like a neck adapter. So the other head swap out, it's gonna have the Beast looking upward. So we're gonna use this neck with the first portrait that we looked at. Here we go, the third and final portrait has the cannon mouth exclusive. That cannon looks awfully familiar to Guts's iron hand. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. So that may give you a clue what's going on with this creature here. Love those eyes, kind of give you the Venom symbiote vibe. Of course, we have to have the Brand of Sacrifice, much smaller than the one we had with Nosferatu Zod in apostle form. Then we have the lid of the casket. You gotta love the wood details and paint applications, give it such a realistic look. You have Casca's crest on here, that's interesting. And the inside of the lid detailed, even though you're not gonna see it. Here's the casket. You have this doll-like creature in here laying in what looks like decay. She's broken. You can see it has a brand of sacrifice on it. It has this long chain that's attached. Same high details in the wood. Here's the key with the peg. And let's take a look at the bottom of the base. This is number 86 out of only 200 for the exclusive. You have that same design pattern around the rim, these spiky vines going around, got a green paint job to it. You got to be careful, this thing is sharp. Let's go ahead and put this on the turntable, and we'll start getting the beast assembled. All right, first thing we're going to do is key in the beast. There's this little slit here that you slide the sword into. It's got a peg on it. All right, let's get the right angle, and then bam, there it goes. Very nice. Next, we're going to put the coffin on the base. So that's going to key in just like that. We're going to put the first golem. He goes on the side here, so he keys in on the right, and his hand goes over the casket. The next golem, you're going to key him in right there in that vine, and his hands are going to be gripping on the casket as well. All right, so there we go. This key's kind of hard to find. This vine here, so you want to get the guy who has the big chunk missing out of him, so he's just pressed up against it like so. You can see this key here. This little guy is going to be putting his hand up against the sword and on the coffin. This keyhole right here is for the guy who's got the peg in his chest, so you got to kind of wiggle that one a little bit, make sure he gets in there, make sure his foot is up on the brim of the base and his hand's on that casket as well. Brand of sacrifice, you want to lift up the casket a little bit to get it under there, and then it'll key in, and boom, it'll be secured. The chain's a little tricky. It's attached to the casket, and you can kind of do whatever you want. The instructions kind of look like it wants you to go this way, under the casket, just kind of like how the brand is. Then it wants you to go around and kind of put it on these thorns that stick out the furthest. So we'll try to fit this one right here. And it might take you a couple times. It's not really clear on which thorns are supposed to hold the chains. All right, so it wants us to go under the leg and then over here. I'm kind of trying to find the thorns that stick out the most. See, that part fell off a little bit. We'll get it back on there, no problem. And then it kind of just goes over the top here and then around this golem. At least as far as I could tell. It looks like that fits good. All right, here we're going to put the lid of the casket on top of this coffin here. So you can see it has that keyhole on the right side. We're going to get this here, and it goes into that golem's hand like he's lifting it up to peek inside. So there we go. And let's go ahead and put that first portrait on with the downward looking pose. I like it. Very sleek. It's got that very animalistic look to it, like a dog or a wolf wearing Berserker armor. All right, let's try the other switch out. So this is the other neck, which points upward. And then we're going to go ahead and get the first portrait on here. And it's got like a howling look to it. Right out of the scene of the manga. I think that's a great look. Let's switch out that head and put the cannon mouth. So it looks the same, except it has the cannon coming out. And don't forget the little chest piece. Like I said, it goes under the neck, almost by the beast chest area. So there we have it. This piece is just shy of 25 inches tall. It's about 16 inches deep and about 13 inches wide. This piece retailed for $899, and it was available through Prime One Studio site and Sideshows. I ended up getting this one directly from Sideshow, and the shipping was about $45 to me here in Texas. Alright guys, that's Beast of Casca's Dream. What an impressive statue from Prime One Studio. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Again, thank you guys so much for helping us reach that milestone of 100,000 subscribers. You know we're doing a giveaway once we hit 110, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, turn on all notifications, and leave a like and comment on this video. Once we hit 110,000 subscribers, we're going to give away this Batman Killing Joke CGC 9.8. But don't go anywhere just yet. Check out my other statue unboxing and reviews in the playlist to the left, and stay minty fresh. Peace.